The purpose of this screencast is to introduce you to Google Drive and all of its capabilities. First, let's figure out how to navigate to Google Drive and sign into your Mithacton Google Apps account. You can start off by going to google.com. I recommend using your Google Chrome browser, not Firefox, not Internet Explorer, but Google Chrome because it's most compatible with Google products. So upon entering the google.com, just go ahead and sign in on the top right. My account is already here, but let's try adding a new account. If you're already logged into a different Google service, maybe your personal Gmail account, you're going to have to click that button so that you can enter your Mithacton information. Click Next, your password. You're then going to be prompted with this screen for your Mithacton login, and that just requires your username and password. You're logged into your Google account now. You can tell because it's going to say your name right here in the top right corner. On this screen, the most valuable icon is this one right here, the App Launcher. And all of your Google apps are presented to you right there. But for right now, we're just exploring Google Drive. What is Google Drive? It's a cloud storage service, so it saves all of your files. You have access to them anywhere, whether it's on a tablet, a phone, on a laptop, and that's the beauty of it because you never lose any files. You can also upload PDFs and photos. It just gives you one place for storage. Let's take a tour and see some of the features within Google Drive. This new button is one that you're going to use a lot. This is how you create a new doc, a new sheet, a new slide. This is like a Microsoft Word document, like Excel, like PowerPoint. And then here under More, there are some additional ones as well. Forms and drawings are the two that you're going to explore through this module. Just so you know, there's also these icons right here. So when you're creating a new folder for organization, you have that ability. This is your file upload, so that if you want to upload a PDF or some type of file like a JPEG that's not a Google file, you would click this button. You can also upload folders of information. So if you just want to back up all of the information that's on your computer, you can do a folder upload and select multiple files, and they'll be stored in your Google Drive. My Drive. This is the area that shows all of your files that belong to you or that maybe you've copied from somebody else and you've loaded into your drive. In the Shared With Me area, this will show you different files and folders that have been shared with you from other Google Apps users. Sometimes it's confusing when somebody shares a document with you, and when you look for it in My Drive, it's not there, but it's going to be present in Shared With Me. And you can move files from here to Google Drive so that they're always present up here, but sometimes you need to look here first. Recent will show you all of the recent files that you've been working on, which is sometimes helpful when you have to dive deep into folders to find a certain file. You can star any resource so that it appears in stars. Think of that as your favorites for quick access. And then here's your trash. So you never lose any files because your trash is stored for 30 days. I'm going to go back up to My Drive. And let's look across the top here. You can view your files in different ways. You have a grid view, which is what I had prior, and then a list view, personal preference. You can also choose how you want to sort, if you want them to sort by name or the date when they were last modified. This View Details one is a feed that shows you all of the activity in your Google Drive account. So if you want to see when items were last updated, this will give you a broad perspective to see what files were recently modified. And that's helpful when you're collaborating with other people on projects. Right now, I'm just going to turn that off. And then here are your settings. Your settings are super important because it lets you customize Google Drive for you. I have this button checked so that every time that I upload some type of file that is not a Google Docs file, let's say a Microsoft Word document, It will convert it to Google Docs editor format, and so that I don't have to have two files, a Word file and a Google Doc file in my drive. That's some information that you don't really need to know right now, but you'll need to know later on. And lastly, I want to show you this search feature. So one of the most powerful resources within Google Drive is the ability to search for any file that you want without having to go and look through all of your folders. So I'm working on some coding resources right now, and it will show me all of the files that are associated with coding. I can tell by the color whether or not it's a doc, folder, or a slides presentation. So that's super helpful when you're looking for documents that you can't find. This concludes the Google Drive tutorial.